We are going to touch our bellies. Okay. You can give your belly a little rub. You can give your belly a pat. You can hold the sides, whatever you want to do. Just fine. And you might need to be a little playful. And I want you to start thinking about putting a smile on your face. And we're going to laugh. And we're going to fake it. And we're going to get into our bellies. And we're going to bring laughter in here. And we're going to think about churning out whatever's going on in the navel and replacing it with more joy, more confidence, more connection. Okay? All right. So I'm just going to bend down here so you can see my belly here. Okay. You're a bit like the Joker, right? Really knit the abdominal muscles together. Feeling ridiculous is just fine. Now feel the engagement of your muscles. Feel the belly. Maybe continue to rub that belly. Laugh a little more. Roll the shoulders back. Okay. Take a couple deep breaths. Rub that belly. Connect with this idea of this energy center. Clearing out that inertia to replace it with confidence, with clarity. Okay? Good. All right. And now let's come to this top of our mats. And I want you to ground down through the four corners of your feet. Okay? I'm lifting my toes just slightly. And we're just going to do some really relaxed salutes. So you're going to inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward, bend the knees, plant the hands on the floor. Let the head hang. Good. Then inhale, look up, flat back. Keep your hands on the floor. Okay, keep your knees bent any amount. And then exhale, fold forward one more time. Let the head hang, maybe shake it, give it a yes, no, or some circles. Good, and now sweep up on your inhale into chair. Really start to think about firing those muscles, engaging the thighs and the glutes. Deepen a little bit on your exhale and then inhale all the way back up. Okay, good. One more time, inhale up. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, let the head hang, shake it, yes or no, good. Carving out that navel. Inhale, look up, flat back. Keep the fingertips on the floor, knees are bent. Head and neck are in alignment with the spine, okay? And then inhale, sweep up into chair. Exhale, deepen. And then inhale all the way back up. Hands to heart. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, plant the hands, let the head hang, shake. While you're here, think about carving out that navel. Every single exhalation, you're driving the navel to the spine. Inhale, look up, flat back. Exhale, and then inhale, sweep up into chair. Checking in with your knees so they're not too far forward of your toes. You're sitting back. On the next exhale, deepen. And then inhale all the way up. Hands to heart. Good job. Shake out the legs. Bring that awareness to the belly. Feel this idea of you connecting to clearing out any inertia, clearing out any stuckness. Nothing's left there because you're connecting. You are sending your intention where you want it to go, which is this area is going to be infused with so much light, so much power, so much clarity. Good. So now let's go ahead and we are going to lay on our backs. Now, part of what we're going to do is we're going to incorporate a bija mantra, which is Ram. And Ram, which is like father, is the sound for the Manipura chakra. So we're going to use that. Now, and we've done this already with our other practices, but again, it can feel awkward to incorporate chanting into things. I remember when I did Taekwondo as a kid and they wanted me to be yelling every time I was punching, and I just felt awkward all the time. And that's totally normal if you're feeling awkward, but please still try. Okay. And it doesn't have to be like, you don't have to be full out and like, have it feel like your whole body is radiating with this bija mantra. But I do want you to start to try to connect to it. And think about it this way. The reason why we're incorporating the mantra as well is the energy of the sound. Think about it clearing this area. Okay. Now, we are also going to talk a little bit. We're going to come up with talking a little bit about how we are going to shape our breath and our connection to the energy through not just the pranayama, but through holding the energy in our body in certain ways. So we're going to come into that in a moment. But first, I want us to start with laying on our backs. And we're just going to do a simple baby bridge with our arms and our hips, doing this dynamically. Okay. So we're going to so before we start incorporating the chant, we're just going to inhale the hips up and the arms up, and then exhale them down. We're going to do our best to make it line up, but sometimes the arms or the hips come down first, and that's okay. You're trying to create a balance, but you'll figure out how, when you feel like you've found that. So you'll inhale everything up and then exhale. So we'll inhale and then we'll exhale. Ram. So we'll inhale. Ram. Ram. Keep going. Ram. Ram. Continue. And again, I want you to think about, how are you feeling in your body as you are making this sound? What are you noticing? Are you feeling more clear and focused? Is the mind starting to disconnect a little bit from the thoughts? Just notice what is happening. Good. Let's move to our next pose. So if you want to, depending on how your low back is feeling, let me move this. I don't know why it's showing. Stay in front of me. Maybe that will help a little bit. Good night on. Okay, so if you want, depending on how your low back is feeling, you could put your hands on underneath your low back for support. But the hands can just be on either side of your hips. And we're just going to inhale. And then exhale the knees in. So inhale the feet towards the ceiling. Exhale the knees in. And you're going to inhale and then exhale. Ra. I don't know why I'm adding the little. So you're just going to do Ram. Ram. Squeeze the knees in towards the chest. Ram. Keep going. Now keep doing this. I'm just going to point some things out. Your chin should be a little bit down, not up, and so that your head is tilted back. So basically a slight chin tuck, like when we started this practice. So it lengthens through the neck and the spine. Ram. Two more. Last one. Rum. Good. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we are going to do another little bridge. Now, we are going to hold ourselves up. If you have a block can be really helpful at this point, where you can put it underneath your hips and your sacrum. Okay. Let me see if I can get you to see this. This thing. So you'll put it under here. Okay. Now, the other thing that I want you to do is when you come up into your bridge, I don't want you to be turning your head in either direction. I want you to keep your head up. And then what I'd like you to do is I want you to roll one shoulder underneath you and then the other shoulder underneath you so that you can reach for your hands. Okay. Sometimes you can't reach for your hands, but you can reach for the elbows. Okay. Continuing to look up, there is that slight there is a bit of a slight chin tuck, but the other thing that is also happening is you're pressing not the crown of your head, but a little bit behind the crown of your head into the mat. So you're feeling that the neck is not pushing into the floor. You don't want any of your neck to be pushing into the floor. You should be feeling your navel firing, the thighs working, right? Your glutes, maybe your hamstrings and calves. And then exhale, slowly come down, unwind the shoulders. You can rock your head from side to side now. You can bring your knees into and rock from side to side. Good. All right, so now what I'd like you to do is I want you to bring your hands out to a T. And I just want you to roll your knees to one side and then inhale and engage and bring them back to center. And then roll them to the other side and then inhale and engage and bring them back to center. Now, if this is too hard, you can hold it here for a moment and then take your time, do one leg at a time to come back to center and one leg at a time to go down and one leg at a, so just take it easy. Otherwise, if you can, you're going to drop the knees to one side, come back to center, drop the knees to the other side. So now we're going to add our mantra. So if we're inhaling, right, and dropping the knees, and then we're going to exhale and say, rum, 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 rum. Two more, one on each side. Rum, rum. Good. Inhale the feet towards the ceiling. Good. Bring the feet down and roll over onto your bellies.